Video. Brad. On the ounces.
Are we?
We're good to go?
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7:05 PM. Adequate notice of this reorganization meeting was given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by advertising the special meeting notice to the official newspapers, providing a copy of the agenda to the newspapers, and posting a copy of the agenda at Borough Hall. Would you please rise for the flags? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right, so on our first item on our agenda this evening is certification of the election through the Common Council, the re-election of both Kathleen Bernhardt and Hannah Updike, and the administration of the oath of office. And tonight we have Assemblyman Anthony Varelli with us from Legislative District 15, who will be leading the oath of office for both Kathy and Hannah. So Kathy, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Oh, just I think.
Right in front of the logos.
Carl, you're welcome. You want to? Oh, you can do both.
Yeah. Here is the logo.
I really think Kathy should have her own survey.
And then.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Kathleen Bernhardt,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States,
established in the United States,
in this state,
in this state,
and under the oath of the authority of the people,
and of the,
under the oath
under the oath of the
authority of the people, and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully
impartially,
and impartially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Common Council
of the office of Common Council
of the Borough of Frenchtown,
of the Borough of Frenchtown,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Let's hold on for Hannah. Hannah's up next. The oath is here to sign. And I need.
That's Hannah's.
My father was coming. I don't something like this.
Everybody like? Sure. Everybody jumped up.
Jump up the judge. Father was coming. You know?
Okay. Left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. Great. Yes, I,
I,
and I would like
Bernhardt,
to solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of
the Constitution of the State of New
the
Jersey,
State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear truth and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States,
and to the government
established
established
in the United
in the
States,
United States,
in this state,
in the state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Common Council of the Borough of Frenchtown, of Common Council
of Common Council
of the Borough of Frenchtown,
of the Borough of Frenchtown.
according to the best of my ability.
Sorry.
It's all right. Hiccups are good. According to the best of my ability.
According to my best ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Sam? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Assemblyman, and congratulations to both Councilman Bernhardt and Updike. With that, Sam, would you call roll call of the full board?
Councilmember Bernhardt?
Here.
Councilmember Doherty? Councilmember Lee
Here.
Councilmember O'Brien?
Here.
Councilmember Updike?
Here.
Councilmember Warner?
Here.
All right, thank you very much. At this time, we have our election of council president and the oath of office. Is there a motion for the office of council president?
So moved. Go ahead.
Is it, a name that you'd like to recommend?
Oh, I would recommend Michelle Leibtag.
Thank you.
Council President.
And is there a second?
Second.
All right. Hearing no other names, I'll close the nomination period and Sam, would you do a roll call, please?
Councilmember Bernhardt?
Yes.
Councilmember Lee
Yes.
Councilmember O'Brien?
Yes.
Councilmember Updike?
Yes.
Councilmember Warner?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank
And
you.
Assemblyman Borelli's administrative oath to you as well.
Yeah.
Situation.
Sam is better.
Right, and on the Bible, raise your right hand. Right around this side, Hannah?
I'm
doing
multiples.
Okay. Repeat after me. Your office, I,
I,
Michelle Lee
Lee
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the
of
Constitution
the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States,
established in the United States,
in this state,
in the state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Council President
of Council President
of the Common Council
of the Common Council
of the Borough of Frenchtown,
of the Borough of Frenchtown,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. I really want to thank everybody for allowing me to participate tonight. Very meaningful and humble. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we get a quick picture?
Yeah, take your time, yeah.
Do council members want to come and get a picture? Yeah. Sorry, we got off the phone.
Very nice of you.
You want your election photo then? Or just kidding. No, that's even it out. Happy Davis, right there.
Oh, wait, so,
Somebody over here.
yeah, Bill.
There you go.
Are we even?
Good. Relatively.
Close.
Right. And you like each other, everybody smile, squeeze in. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know you got.
What about us? Sorry, I have one more issue, because that's what Brian was saying of the, yeah, right, okay.
Ready? 1, 2.
Thank you.
My invitation.
Would either Councilwoman Bernhardt or Updike like to say anything, or Council President Leibtag?
You wanna say anything?
I would just like to say thank you to everybody for reelection. It really means a lot to me to have the faith of our community members to be in this role.
Anna?
Saying thank you for the reelection. I feel blessed. I'm very humbled and happy to be a part of this. I love to be in this role. It's an honor. So thank you all very much.
Yeah, and I'm gonna echo the same thoughts. Thank you to my council mates for having faith in me to continue to put me in this position of leadership. I really value what we do for this borough. And I think we are a small municipality, but we have a lot of heart and we have a lot of commitment from the people sitting around this table. And I think me and everyone here, we are coming from it at a space of just wanting to do the best that we can possibly do for the residents of Frenchtown, the businesses of Frenchtown, because we all very much care deeply about this community. And it is a pleasure to continue to serve the public in the best of our abilities, as the Assemblyman said in the oath. So I take it as a true honor as well.
Thank you. I promise this will be short. I did write something.
There are
Sam
multiple
put me on
pages
the, well, I use bigger font. But good evening and thank you all for being here. I want to start by congratulating Councilwoman Hannah Updike and Councilwoman Kathy Bernhardt on your reelection and new terms into office. My congratulations as well to our council president on being selected once again this year to serve as council president. I think each of these accomplishments reflects a clear reaffirmation of the voters' confidence in your leadership, accomplishments, and direction of the borough of Frenchtown. A special thank you to Assemblyman Anthony Varelli for joining us here tonight and participating in our annual reorganization. We are grateful for your continued partnership and advocacy on behalf of Frenchtown Borough. As we move into 2026, I'm looking forward to working closely with our council, our administrator, clerk, and entire borough team as we work to make this one of the most productive years yet. We have a number of grant-supported infrastructure improvements moving forward this year, including the South Washington Street Improvement Project, Harrison Street sidewalk repairs and resurfacing, installation of backup generators at the DPW facility and the Creek Road Pumping Station. This was made possible through support of Assemblyman Varelli, Assemblywoman Reynolds Jackson, and Senator Turner through a direct grant to Frenchtown Borough. And we also have pedestrian safety signs that are about to be installed on Kingwood Avenue. And we also have further enhancements planned for Frenchtown Borough Park, and those will be coming together hopefully this year as well. Another priority for this year is the continued exploration of alternative revenue sources that can help strengthen the borough's long-term financial stability while reducing pressure on local property taxpayers. One opportunity worth evaluating fully this year is the potential use of parking meters in our business district. Our goal would not be to be punitive, it would be practical, encouraging turnover of high-demand parking spaces, supporting access to our small businesses, and generating a reoccurring revenue stream that could be reinvested into municipal infrastructure and community needs. With today's technology, modern parking systems can be customized, including adjustable times of use, seasonal schedules, and even stakeholder-driven design. I hope that we can approach this topic collectively with residents, businesses, and weekend visitors alike, especially as tourism continues to grow among the river communities and along the DNR Trail. And this leads me to something that I'd love to see for more of in Frenchtown, and that is expanded outdoor recreation and enrichment opportunities for young people. The River Crossing YMCA offers a turnkey summer program model that we could potentially partner with Frenchtown School on. A one-week program costs approximately $10,000. And if we identify new sustainable revenue sources, a program like this could help keep local youth engaged, deepen environmental learning, and support working families facing rising childcare costs when school is not in session. I'm also excited to hear that the innovative ideas will be coming forth from the Aging in Place Committee, whose work continues to help our seniors remain in their community they love, living active, connected, and productive lives. At the end of the day, Frenchtown is always best when we can lead with community, when we care for one another's well-being, and recognize that so many of our borough's greatest accomplishments come from volunteerism and a shared commitment to leaving this place a little better than we found it. Thank you, and here's to a strong 2026. With that, is there a motion to approve the reorganization agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Not hearing any, roll call, please.
Councilmember Bernhardt?
Yes.
Council President Lee Tag?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Brien?
Yeah.
Councilmember Updike?
Yes.
Councilmember Warner?
Yes.
All right, so before we move into our regular meeting agenda, why don't we break for 10 minutes and we'll come back at 7:30. Is that? And there's some refreshments. to come.
The cookies.
You're on.
All right, so we're now at our public comment portion of our meeting. If anyone would like to address the governing body this evening, please just state your name for the record. The first public comment portion is limited to 5 minutes, and then after that, if you need comments in excess of 5 minutes, they can happen at the end of the meeting. Any public comments? Okay, not hearing it. Up, up.
I would,
Yep.
wait, sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Happy New Year, friends.
Happy New Year.
I just wanted to do some.
Maggie, can you just
Oh,
give us
sorry,
your
I'm
name
Maggie.
officially? Yeah.
20 Kingwood Ave. Wanted to raise awareness around something just a few weeks ago on Monday, December 15th at approximately 8:45 a.m. Our kid's school bus was struck by a car from behind while the bus was stopped in front of our driveway. Our son had not yet even made it to his seat, and one child suffered a concussion, but fortunately, no one was seriously injured. I have a photo of the damage done to the driver's vehicle that I can email you all. So where this takes place is right in front of our house, 20 Kingwood Ave, and you can kind of see not far off in the distance, the 35-mile-per-hour speed sign on Kingwood Ave heading east or towards Flemington. So directly across the street from that sign is a lighted speed tracking sign to help reinforce the 25-mile-per-hour speed limit on this stretch of Kingwood Ave heading west or towards town. So, and that very visible sign is also on the side of the street that has a sidewalk. So we've got a sidewalk and 25 miles per hour, we've no sidewalk, limited visibility, reckless driving, and 35 miles per hour. And that stark difference is kind of what I want to draw attention to. Especially as we set our sights on 2026 as a community. I know that there's a lot of work happening. I know that there's a whole committee dedicated to this, and I heard Mayor, in your earlier comments that there are some signs that will be put in place, but I'm imploring that we prioritize traffic calming measures, especially on Kingwood Ave heading out of town. Between this very recent incident, so this was December, and 4 weeks prior to that, I had had a big major surgery. And I realized that these driving conditions on this side of the street, like they really impact the walkability and an opportunity to age in place, especially for many of the residents that live on this stretch of the street. As I began to, walk again, I literally could not cross the street safely because I couldn't run across it, is what I'm trying to say. So I know that a lot of these ideas have been brought up before, but these are things that are happening still very close and near to my heart. I hope that in the near future, we see the speed limit reduced to 25 miles per hour on both sides of the street. And that in the midterm, we construct a sidewalk on the other side of Kingwood Ave. I know we've talked about this during council meetings that traffic calming measures, part of it is narrowing roads. People usually drive slower. I'd love to see speed monitoring signs put up along the road, that it be 25 miles per hour, and would appreciate more crosswalks across Kingwood Ave.
So we'll certainly, we're gonna be obviously continuing to work on that, and I know our administrator's been involved in that. The one thing that might be helpful to us is the idea of sidewalks on the other side of the street. There are some different grant programs and this and that, we might go to work with the county on the county roadway there through like safe routes to school, et cetera. But as long as your neighbors would be okay, they'll have to give up some of their land probably in the front to actually put in an adequate sidewalk. But if you gather any input from your neighbors and they would be okay with that, that would probably be a big step forward, because we'd have to create an appropriate crosswalk that led to something. But as long as there's not gonna be pushback, that would probably be a way we could potentially look at sidewalks on that side of the street. Because there'll probably have to be some retaining wall and other things in certain areas.
Yeah, I can talk with neighbors, no problem. I mean, I know I've shared with you all. When Rocky was rear-ended pulling into his parking lot and my kids and I were walking on the sidewalk, so heading into town. That truck was going so fast that after it rammed into Rocky and his wife, it crashed into the curb of the sidewalk right in front of me and my kids. Like, if that curb wasn't there, we would not be here today. It's just a stark difference also, like the 35 miles per hour is something that honestly, even if people drove 35 miles per hour, which they oftentimes don't, it's just too fast for that corner. If people are ramming into a huge yellow school bus with bright blinking lights, like something's gotta be done. It's not just I'm worried about what could happen, like it's literally our kid's bus got hit by a car very recently, so hoping that we can, see some of these changes like a little more rapidly. I hope that we can prioritize things.
Thank you. Any additional public comments? Okay, not hearing any. We'll move on to our consent agenda. Now, I want to just note that there's 2 items being added, resolution 2026-40 and 2026-41. And just for the record, those resolutions are in our packet. They weren't listed on the agenda, but I'll just read those just so we have them. One was to authorize myself to, the sewer plant years ago from construction, there was a artifacts that were recovered at the site from, they believe many of them from the Lenape Indians. And there was arrowheads, there was some pieces of pottery, things of that nature, pieces of spears, axes, and other stuff that was found. And the state museum, the New Jersey State Museum, has offered to house that stuff, so it's preserved and taken care of. And they will hold that at their facility at the State Museum. If we ever want to bring those things out on loan to the school or whatever, that would be perfectly fine. But this is just enables me to sign the formal agreement for the state to hold on to those and keep them in a proper, I guess, temperature controlled environment, things of that nature. And they'll be available to folks if they want to take those out for further study. And then the other was a resolution that awards a contract for continued planning services to assist the borough with its ongoing affordable housing compliance. So those are the 2 resolutions that were added, but that's what this is about the stuff that was retained. So at the State Museum, but it's pretty interesting stuff, and hopefully maybe the school will at some point want to do something with that, because that dig was pretty substantial when the sewer plant was built. And I think it was the tune of the archaeological dig that was required was the tune of like $400,000, $500,000. So it was a pretty extensive undertaking, archaeological dig that occurred along the river there, that was mandated by the DEP. So there was stuff recovered. So that's just kind of putting this 10 years later kind of to rest in terms of the permanent housing of those materials. All right, with that,
Mr. Mayor, there is an additional resolution,
Okay.
number 41, regarding the grid screenings.
okay.
This is those grid screenings.
Okay, so grid screenings.
Yeah, it's awarding a contract renewal for grid and screenings disposal at the wastewater treatment facility. It's to your existing contractor, and it will not exceed $3,500. That's the not to exceed amount.
Okay. So with that, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda with the additional resolutions in the packet that go through resolution 2026-41?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on this? Not hearing any, roll call please.
Councilmember Bernhardt?
Yes.
Council President Lee Tag?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Brien?
Yes.
Councilmember Updike?
Yes.
Councilmember Warner?
Yes.
Moving on to approval of the meeting minutes, the regular meeting minutes of December 17th, 2025. For approval.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or edits? Not hearing any, roll call please.
Councilmember Bernhardt?
Yes.
Council President Lee Tag?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Brien?
Yes.
Councilmember Updike?
Yes.
Councilmember Warner?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And with that, any new business that anyone needs to discuss this evening? Are there any council comments from anyone?
The only comment that I have is I just wanna also, because when I mentioned it at the last meeting, there were fewer people. So I just wanna bring up that we have the 2026 trash and recycling calendar. It has been added to the calendar on our borough website. And we have the date for the special cleanup, which will be Saturday, October 17th.
Thank you. Any additional comments?
With the grant from the grant from Hunterdon County,
Mhm.
that for $65,000, I was informed that the funds have been received
Good.
by the borough. And we'll look into the next step of allocating that money toward the borough park. Right, and equipment and future uses for potential skate park equipment and foundation.
Did Janet, we accept the money officially in the budget yet, or does she has to do a chapter 159?
I believe we did that.
We're good, okay, so now we just have to put together a funding ordinance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good, thank you. Any other comments? The administrator comments tonight?
Yes, only that, I really am looking forward to 2026. In the short time that I've been here and we've had kind of this team together, we've already, I think, accomplished quite a few things, just kind of taken care of the low hanging fruit and the easy things. One of those things I wanted to mention to you was that the website was redesigned. So if you haven't been on there, take a look.
Okay.
It's just, it looks cleaner essentially, it hasn't changed too much, but if you look at it, it's easier to track things and it's still a work in progress, but it's much better, so. That's it. I look forward to this year coming up and I look forward to more progress.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any correspondence that anyone would like to address this evening?
No.
Okay, with that, we're at our last public comment portion of the meeting. If anyone would like to address the governing body, please just state your name for the record. Any additional public comment? Yeah, go ahead.
Maggie Cook, 20 Kingwood Ave. Just a quick comment about the artifacts that were found in the site. Just a suggestion that maybe like the Lenape Nation be consulted first before sending that all off to a museum. They may want to reclaim some of the.
Oh, yeah, I think my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, council, but the items are now under the jurisdiction, like, there's a chain of custody with them now.
Right, there is a curator that has been maintaining those artifacts since they were found. And he is an employee, or not an employee, but he's a contractor for the state of New Jersey. And what you did tonight is just simply allow him to transfer those over to the New Jersey State Museum. Okay, the process as to whether or not the Lenape Nation is consulted or not would be up to the state of New Jersey to decide what they want to do. But this is all, as you said before, as a result of the DEP stopping the development of that sort of thing and having the borough go through the expense of digging it up, cataloging it, and then maintained. I think what I would suggest is contact the state museum. Because that's who the borough is obligated to turn this material over to at this point.
We'll mention it to our DEP rep that.
Yeah, no,
said-
tomorrow when I send this over to
Mhm.
them, I will mention that this concern was raised.
Mhm.
And if there is a way that they can consult the Work Nation, that would be good.
Okay,
But I'll raise that tomorrow.
thank you. Any additional public comments? Go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Renee Olson. I own Sublime on Brick Street. With a lot of laughs inside. I've been there since 2020. And, you know, time has flown. And it's been most wonderful to be part of Frenchtown and watch everything happening along those years. But next month, I'm gonna close. We're done.
Oh,
no. Yeah. So my landlady, Lisa Howman, is looking for a new tenant. Should you know of anybody, I'm sure she would be eager to hear. But, it's been a blast. It's been a total blast. You know, and I really appreciate, you know, everything that goes on here at the council and just wanted to add that. We're having a party next Saturday night, the 17th, 3 p.m. I thought I should do it while the light was still up.
Yeah.
You know? So that people would, you know, come out. So anybody, you're all invited. Gonna have some cake. Jen Hasten was gonna
Oh,
make the cake for us.
Yeah.
And I hope to see you there.
well, thank you. I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah,
Miss you.
We're gonna
Yes.
miss you.
Are you looking for somebody to take over the business as is and the real estate or?
I gave some thought to that, taking over the business. But unfortunately, sort of being a store owner in a tiny little place like mine, it's hard to find the time to do the, you know, sort of scoping out of who might be interested. If you know anybody who would like a gift store.
I'm gonna mention it to our county's economic development director, Mark Sauer, because sometimes, oh, you talked to Mark?
I
Okay,
did, I reached
Okay.
out to him. There had been a cafe in Lebanon that's now closed, Twin Goats. Does anybody know Twin
yes, I've
Goats?
heard, yeah.
So he was since it was so small, he was at the neighboring table, so we introduced ourselves. So I had to sell, and I contacted him, probably only in December though. He said he didn't know of anything. but,
Okay.
You know, keep me posted,
Okay,
yeah.
Wow.
well, thank you for your years of having the business in
Yeah,
Frenchtown.
Oh, no, it's been, like I
Thank
said,
you.
and I had no business having a store. I never worked in retail in life. So it was a steep learning curve for sure.
And one of my favorite neighbors.
I was gonna say, yeah, you will be
One of-
missed.
I don't know, we're like, we have our.
I was blessed.
Here.
Yeah.
I did.
I know where to get cards now.
I may actually start like a card club,
Oh,
which you could subscribe. And I would supply,
lovely.
that would, you know, be sort of a low hanging fruit kind of thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I had a friend that was visiting from town, and he was from out of state, but he's like heard about the whole Taylor ham versus pork roll thing. And he bought the pork roll t-shirt at your store. Yeah.
Actually, you should make a t-shirt that says Action Park and Port Roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I just sold an Action Park sweatshirt today.
Yeah.
This afternoon, you know. We had, just one more thing. So last August 2024, we decided we have a night of Action Park stories told by the survivors.
oh, that's a great
Some of you,
idea,
You know, had been able to come. We had 45 people in the store. that
Wow.
night.
yeah, wow.
And we had a former lifeguard who at 16 was dragging people out of the wave pool.
Oh, God.
And we had somebody
say
who had been
Yeah.
a security guard, and he said that at 23, he was really quite old for the staff. And then there were just great stories, just
I
like,
can only imagine.
you know, luckily, you know, the people who arrived, you know, who came that night did not have serious injuries.
Yeah.
But, and I have now since we had that event, I've walked around with somebody that was wearing the Action Park t-shirt. And it is such a conversation starter.
Wow.
Mhm.
I didn't go as a child, so I don't have the stories, but if you have stories,
My twin brother, I just shipped him for one of the holidays, a sweatshirt, t-shirt,
Oh, you did?
all the apparel. That's where we went and
The Action Park.
survived.
And survive.
I know, people had asked me, why don't I have something that says active participant? But we didn't get that far.
Is it like Hope? It's Mount Creek.
Mount Creek, that's Vernon Valley.
Vernon Valley, yeah.
Renee, we'll miss you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
You're still probably gonna hang out in some way. Some
Certainly.
way.
Good.
Thank you.
Any additional public comments?
Dutch Cook, 20 Kingwood Ave. Just as a part of the Frenchtown Skate Park Association too, I'd just like to express our excitement for moving forward and you know, funds and seeing some progress on that. So we've reaffirming that, you know, you have our dedication as well. Anything you need from us, you've got our number and feel free to
Use it.
give us
I will be in touch because we're gonna put
Sounds
some,
great.
we're putting that date so we can do the scope out
Yes.
meeting.
Yeah.
Bill and I talked about that.
See that move forward, so,
Nice.
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
We appreciate your work for sure, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional public comments? Okay, not hearing. We do have an executive session tonight. I don't think it'll be too long. We won't be taking any action after executive session. But I couldn't tell you what time we'll reconvene exactly. But we're gonna have to exclude the public from the executive session, then we'll reconvene back into regular session once we wrap up with that. And that got a resolution I gotta read here. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Whereas section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from the meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the Borough Council of the opinion that such a circumstance exists. Now therefore be resolved by the Borough Council of the Borough of Frenchtown County, Hunter State, New Jersey as follows: the public shall be excluded from discussion of the hereafter specified subject matters. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: Personnel Board, Commission, and professional appointments. Borough Council will not be taking official action on these items discussed in executive session upon completion of the executive session. The minutes of discussion shall be made available to the public as soon as the matters under discussion are no longer of a confidential or sensitive nature. The resolution shall take effect immediately. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Opposed? Okay, we're going into executive session, so just wait for. Something activate.
Audio. I have a blue spinning wheel of death here.
Oh, man.
That's what happened to my Zoom this morning. It was like, my whole computer, oh, it did that. It's not good.
Do we have to? Can we like,
See what we got on here, or video?
I'm not waiting.
No, I mean,
That's
that
okay.
is, that is a courtesy
Yeah.
to the public.
All right,
And
so-
we did announce that no action would